Hey, it's time for another
Everyday Getaway.
And it's Tuesday, so we're back in the kitchen today. And today we're going to try our hands at something that I Love Lucy used to do.
Yep, we're gonna make some candy.
We're gonna make some candy.
Hopefully it won't make as big of a mess as Lucy did in the candy shop. She and Ethel got into it, so hopefully we won't be like the duplicate candy makers. But
today we're going to try making homemade Mounds.
Mounds is a nice, easy candy bar. If you add an almond, you got yourself an almond joy. But today we're going to make ourselves some homemade Mounds bars. Easy.
And then we're going to compare it to the store-bought one. And we're going to see which one's better. I will already tell you that the ones we're making are cheaper.
Yes, they are. And it's easy as 1, 2, 3. The recipe looks like.
Yep.
All right.
So here we go.
The ingredient list for the Mounds candy bars are as easy as 1, 2, 3. We got 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk, 2 cups of either milk or dark chocolate chips. Generally, a Mounds candy bar is made with dark chocolate and almond joys are made with milk chocolate, but Doug prefers milk chocolate over dark chocolate. So we are going to go this, and the recipe says try it and mix it up as however you want. So 2 cups of chocolate chips and then 3 cups of coconut flakes. So 1, 2, 3. And we also got ourselves a real Mounds bar, so when we're finished, we can test our homemade Mounds candy bars with the original. All right, let's get going.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3 cups of my coconut and I'm going to mix it in with my sweetened condensed milk. And again, that was 1 cup of the sweetened condensed milk. And I'm going to mix it together so it's nice, and every little bit of the coconut has a little bit of the sweetened condensed milk mixed on top of it.
And you can use whatever brand of sweetened condensed milk that you want. My mom swore by Eagle brand. So for today, we did use Eagle brand. Just a little ode to Mom.
Okay, so I'm trying to get all of the coconut covered here.
It's an easy mix, no mixer needed for today. And when we say easy recipe, if this works out, this is simple. While Doug finishes getting all of that coconut mixed with the sweetened condensed milk, we went ahead and prepared a pan. Now the recipe that we're using does not call for this. It just says to shape the candy bars, but we have used this technique before. It worked pretty well. So we just put a little spray down, cut a piece of parchment, and line the bottom of just like a regular loaf pan that you'd make some maybe banana bread or something in. I think it's, I don't know, 8 by 4. I don't know. Anyway, we line that. We're going to put this mixture down in it, press it down a bit, and then put it in the freezer and let it set. All right, look at all this coconutty goodness. So we are going to just take this and spoon it into this prepared pan, kind of press it down a bit. It says to go in the freezer for about 20 minutes. That's going to give it a chance to set a little bit, and that way when we go to dip it into the chocolate, hopefully it will hold together a little bit better for us. So just going to press this down a little bit so that once we take it out, we can cut them into what looks like candy bar size pieces, and we'll cover them up with chocolate. All right, we're going to head to the freezer for about 20 minutes. While that's in the freezer, we will melt the chocolate and get ready for the candy dipping.
Okay, so I'm melting it in the microwave, the chocolate chips. I'm putting it in about 30 seconds at a time to see how it works, and as soon as we get it melted, we'll get started. Quick comment about chocolate chips.
The last couple of times we've done a recipe, we have gotten like a store brand chocolate chip and they just are not as good. So we went ahead this time and got some Nestle brand. You can say we're bougie if you want, but they just taste a lot better. So whatever kind you want, we went ahead and chose the milk chocolate and got some Nestle Toll House chocolate. So we'll give it a try. All right, I think our inside gooey stuff has probably been in the freezer more like 40-45 minutes. We took it out at 20. It was still it was too goopy. It is still soft, but I think we can make it work. You could either add a little less of the sweetened condensed milk or a little bit extra coconut in yours, just to help with that process. So we're just gonna cut them so they look like little candy bars, and then we will start dunking them. And also, if you want like little baby mounds or miniatures, you could also go halvesies, I guess, and then just reshape them so they look like little candy bars. Okay, lessons from dunking the Mounds bars. We have already figured out that the long candy bars are too long. So we went ahead and cut these. You know, Mounds bars normally comes in 2 bite-sized pieces. So we went ahead and cut them, and we have figured out that since they are still a little soft, that working them on a spoon is best. So we're gonna just cover the sides using a little spatula, and then we will clean them up a little bit once we get them off. So I think this is the plan for getting them dunked.
Okay, they're coming along pretty good.
They may not look as good as a normal Mounds bar, but
It's all about the taste.
Yep, so we'll see. We're almost done. We have 4 or 5 more halves to go.
Now, if nothing else, this was an easy recipe. So if you know somebody that likes an easy recipe, share this video out, please. Hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please take a couple of seconds and subscribe. It really helps us out. We really do appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to finish up here. We'll stick them in the freezer, make it a little bit harder. We might put a little bit of chocolate on them, see if it needs any places filled in, and then we'll give them a try. Okay, so that was easy, really
It was easy. Now, I'm not sure they look the best. This is the real Mounds.
And this is the one we made.
I think if you had a mold, like we used to make candy in candy molds, and I think they come out a lot cleaner. So if you have a candy bar mold, I think this would look better. But really what we're looking for is the taste.
And
So-
the original one has more of it has a waxiness over it, so it doesn't like melt in your hands as much, I think.
Right, and the original is a darker chocolate than what
Yeah.
we have. All right, so we will.
Let's taste the one we made first.
Okay. All right, so here's a little piece. You can see the inside coconutty goodness, chocolate on the outside. Give it a taste. It's very rich.
It's good.
It's good.
It is really rich, but it is good.
It definitely tastes like a Mounds. It is a little melty still. It hasn't been in the freezer that long since we made them. So I think firming them up would be a little bit better.
Yeah, they might be better tomorrow.
But overall, I like it. It's
I
good.
like it. Okay, let's compare it to the original one here. Take a little bite of the original.
Well, I'm going to be honest. The original is very waxy. And I'm not sure that I like the waxy. The coconut on the inside,
But coconut flavor, I don't see a big difference.
no. It's really good. I like it. But I think I honestly prefer ours with the milk chocolate that is not as wax coaty. And I'm sure that's on there to make it shiny. But
It
it
probably
does.
lasts longer.
Right. But it does have a fakeness to it.
Yeah. Ooh, it's sweet.
Yes, it is. I've been waiting to do this. Almond Joy's got nuts. Peter Paul Mounds don't. So we could add almond to it and make it an Almond Joy, but we did not. Ours was straight up Mounds. What'd you think?
And if you really like Mounds, if that's one of your favorite candy bars, I would say give it a try, make it. It's not as, I mean, it's pretty inexpensive, and I think the taste is pretty good.
Yeah, we made like a dozen of them. It wasn't that expensive for the dozen. And I think you could keep them in the freezer and like take bites off of them or like break them apart. I don't think you need to eat a whole one. They're really sweet.
Hey, thanks again for joining us this Tuesday. I hope that you enjoyed it.
Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and let us take care of you. If you have a prayer request, drop it in the comments and we'll be sure to pray for you. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Join us next week as we try making our own Chick-fil-A frosted lemonade and compare it to theirs.